All right, guys. It's time for some more Final Fantasy. Community challenge complete. Deuterex putting 15,000 towards it. Holy crap, man. You did, what is that, 60% of it by yourself? We will be playing Final Fantasy IV DS. It is official. Okay. Well, that'll be fun. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, we had this fight here with Bibio, so we kind of got our butts handed to us. I was rushing a bit at the end of the night, though. Honestly, we could stand to spend a little time roaming around in here and level up a little bit. I'm a little worried about our levels at the moment, though, so I kind of want to just get out of here and get to level 16 before we come back in. Because level 5 Def's looking pretty scary right now. I don't believe we have any kind of like teleport out kind of spell yet, no. Or like a emergency exit kind of item, so I think we just need to walk out, but I think we should endeavor to do so. There's a chest up there that we missed. Wonder where that was. Is it here? Yeah. Ninja suit. Not using a ninja at the moment. Ninja wouldn't be a bad choice, though. Oh, 1 second, guys. Someone's ringing my doorbell. I'll be right back. Oh, alright. Well, I'm back. So, Deuterex. You excited to see Final Fantasy IV DS? Gotta love frickin' Spellblade. The best Final Fantasy so far? So you're saying of the ones I've played, you enjoyed Final Fantasy IV the most? I'm gonna go backwards here. Gotcha. What do you think of Final Fantasy V so far? We can go ahead and heal up here, and then I think I'll just level up outside where monsters don't have level 5 death until everyone hits level 16. Plus, we can see what kind of monsters are outside here. I know this way leads to the desert, I think. Oops. Did I just heal one of them? That's funny. Oh, yeah, them. Okay. I was actually really lucky that we had one person off level when we got hit with level 5 death the other night. I mean, it was beyond lucky. It was exceptionally lucky. Because it means we learned level 5 death. We got that blue magic out of the way. But, we didn't, you know, TPK the whole party. The job system, I just love the job system in 5. I really do. It's one of my best combat systems, my favorite combat systems. And you know, you'll see it return almost exactly the same, honestly, in Final Fantasy Tactics. A very, very similar kind of job system in Tactics. Except in Tactics, instead of just getting ability points towards the job and to get certain things at certain levels, you get job points that you can use to purchase abilities from the job in Tactics. But it still has like the jobs, and you can combine abilities from one job to another job, and all that stays. I'm really interested to do the 4-job fiesta, because being limited to only certain jobs is going to make this making up the strategies for how to beat the fights so much more interesting, I think. Because right now I'm like, oh well, this guy's weak to fire, I can give everybody some kind of job that can exploit it, you know, or like the Biblios we're about to fight is weak to fire, so like Spellblade, I can use Fira to have like Fira Blade sword attacks. If I had a ninja, maybe I would, ooh, Mythal Dragon. If I had a ninja, maybe I would, ninjas can do like fire scrolls, I think. You know, like Black Mage obviously could cast Fira right now, or could crack a fire rod to do Firaga. There's all kind of, Summoner could summon Ifrit, because we just got Ifrit, right? So all the different jobs have different ways of, sort of attacking enemies. If we had Beastmaster right now, we could actually trap one of the page monsters from earlier in the dungeon and throw the page monster at the boss. That's a thing that Beastmasters can do. Beastmasters can also take over an enemy and make it use its abilities. Like, you can actually take control of them and use the enemy's abilities. In fact, that's how you get some of the blue magic, because there are beneficial blue magics like White Wind. White Wind is a healing spell, which the monster's never going to want to use on you. And you have to get it used on you to learn the blue magic. So the way you learn it is you have to find a monster that has White Wind, have a Beastmaster take control of it, and force it to cast White Wind on you. And then your blue mages can learn it. There's lots of different strategies. That's what's going to be interesting about it, I think. Got a little bit of blindness going on here. Do we have access to Ranger yet? I think we do, don't we? Should look into that. Beastmaster, Berserker, Ninja, Thief, Monk, Knight. I guess not. It must be from the Earth one. The Earth one's gonna be what? Dragoon, Hunter, or Ranger? They call it different things in different games. Samurai, Dragoon, Ranger, and what else are we missing? Bard? I need to make sure I got those right on the polls. So I put a bunch of new polls out on in the Discord for people to vote on which jobs we should be allowed to have in the 4-job fiesta. There's one poll for each crystal, so you can vote on which job from that crystal you think I should be allowed to use. Which could get really interesting. Like, say the wind crystal, for instance. The wind crystal has the white mage. Like, if you don't choose it, then I gotta get a little creative with my healing, right? Well, I can heal with potions, I guess. I could heal with the healing staff here if I have a class that can use staves, like the time mage. Yeah. Monks could heal with chakra, but you know, we'd have to get inventive with our healing for sure if we didn't have a white mage. But then getting a white mage means we can't get a knight, can't get a monk, can't get a black mage. Oh, speaking of time mages, ours just died. Okay. Some of them are 16 now, we can head in. Need to head in to heal anyways, but... Alright, start working our way back to mid. If we get level 5 death now, at least we, some members of the party will survive it. If not all of them. There's level 5 death. Really don't want to have to spend another Phoenix down right now. Okay, let's go outside so I can save. One thing I want to try and do tonight too, like the goal for tonight is to get the Earth Crystal. So that'll be, you know, most of our remaining jobs, not counting the Mime or the Game Boy Advance introduced ones. But the Earth Crystal, but also I want to try and finish up things that I want to do in World 1 for now, which is like getting some more blue magic. Trying to save that hit to hit this guy before he can do level 5 death again. Whenever that blue head comes up, I gotta like act quickly. Yeah, counter. And immediately die. Yeah, they dropped Phoenix Downs. Everybody should be level 16 by now, I think. Yeah, level 5 diff shouldn't work, right? Right? Right. Good. I think for you to learn the blue magic, it has to actually work on somebody, so thankfully it did, and we learned it, so. I just berserked them, which is a horrible idea. Hey, Spellblade 1. Learn Moon Flute. Oh, Moon Flute's a blue mage spell too. Good to know. Yeah, I gotta work on getting all the blue magic. Let's see what we have so far. Level 5 Death Flash, Moon Flute, which, yeah, berserks. This berserks all allies, but when the monster casts it, it gives it to us too, because I guess we're still the allies. We got Arrow and Era. I didn't realize we had two different ones there. That's awesome. Goblin Punch and question marks. Alright, we're doing okay. Blue magic can be really awesome. I don't know if 16 is enough, honestly. Bibulus is strong. He's fast. You can try slowing him. He was also slowing us with those web things. How much do we need to get one more level? 915, 1,000, 470. Okay. Depends on the character. They're all a little staggered. Time Magic level 4. We are mastering Time Mage super fast. Can Summoner use a staff? No. Kind of like to have a Summoner so someone's pumping out Ifrit. Maybe we'll do Ferris as a Summoner. We can carry a Flame Rod. We could throw out a Faraga. That would help. Ifrit's probably our big... I think Summoner works a lot better than Black Mage for just straight elemental damage. It just costs a lot. And it tends to hit everybody instead of having any single target ones. Wow, so it just keeps on going, huh? Go ahead and tent up. We'll save. We'll try Biblios again. What's that? Mid? Stay on your toes. I have a bad feeling about this place. Here we go. Immediately with the web. I don't know if he's gonna like be slowable, but let's try it. Come on, damage. Alright, not bad. Code, unfortunate. If you're gonna confuse somebody, that might as well be the one. Ifrit can handle this single-handedly. Just give him as many turns as possible. I don't have time to stop and fix the toad right now. He can fix it himself. Hasted Ifrit, not a bad thing. Gotta love Summoner. He's just focusing on Galoof. Bad move, man. Finish him off. Looks like slow was a good move too. He was doing it so fast last time. Ifrit, the seal! You! Very soon the Master Seal will be blown wide open! Alright. Summon level 1 acquired. Huh? I told you not to bother me when I'm reading. Don't tell me you were engrossed in that book the whole time. That whole time. Now that you mentioned it, I did hear some rustling behind me. Was that you? You gotta be kidding. Strange bird, this one. Whatever, I guess it's time to go back, huh? You guys coming too? I know a shortcut. Alright, that's the end of the Library of the Ancients. Mid, there you are! Mid, you alright? Thank you for finding Mid. Thank goodness you're back. Huh? You came to save me? I don't know what I needed to be saved from, but it was nice of you anyway. Oh yeah, look at this! I found the most amazing book. Check it out. I bet with this method we could repower the fire-powered ship. Gotta tell Grandpa Sid about it right away. Sid? Oh, you know him? He's my grandfather. Grandpa's so awesome. When he's researching, he's unstoppable. He never gives up until he's found the solution. Yeah, about that. Maybe that's how he was in the past, but now... What are you talking about? I'm just saying, he sure is acting like he's given up now. What? He would never do that. Wait, Mid! Alright, let's see. Might as well go ahead and get our MP back real quick. Silence, huh? No, they don't stay silenced. That's good. Right. Gotta watch out for the desert here. want to run into that chimera again. Alright, back to Karnak. Okay. Sid, is it the second floor of the inn, or is it the pub, maybe? Who's the queen? The darkness, don't come any closer. The queen has been delirious since we found her. Where we get out of the castle, but we rescued the queen from the fire-powered ship, but she sustained injuries. Was it the Chancellor? The queen's upstairs. She's been wounded. The castle was destroyed. That is all true. There we go. Sid! Mid isn't here? Come on, man. Put yourself together. Leave me alone. Don't waste your time on a worthless old lump like me. Grandpa! Mid? Ouch, Mid, stop that. What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, you silly old fool? You never give up. Never! Mid, you always told me not to be afraid of failing. If you messed up, you just had to start over and try again. What happened to that? Mid. Mid, just try again. Mid, you're absolutely right. Of course I am. That's the point. It's not over. The Earth Crystal is still out there. Yeah, but where? That I don't know. But we've got to find it and protect it. And to do that, we'll need the fire-powered ship. I'm right, aren't I? Yes, we'll need to get the fire-powered ship moving in, but without the crystal, way ahead of you, Grandpa. Just look at this. Oh, where'd you dig this up? Oh, I see. Like that. Nice work, Mid. This could do it. All right, let's get to work. Yeah! Okay. Yep. Move it, guys! You have to excuse Mid, he's all fired up. We'll take care of the ship, so you guys just sit tight. Bloof, what's wrong? You do look even stranger than usual. Bloof, are you alright? My head. It was like I could almost remember. Grandpa! Mid? Grandpa! Krill! Kryle. I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. I should look that up. Ouch, Mid, stop that. What are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, you silly old fool? You never give up. Never. Ouch. Hey, knock it off. Silly old fool. Don't remember how to pronounce her name. Gilded, what happened? Did you remember something? I'm not from this world. I warped here through a meteorite from another world. Because the evil we'd sealed 30 years ago was beginning to reawaken, so I came to stop it. Evil is reawakening? That's right, big bad evil. Too, the Dark Warlock X-Death. No doubt about it, the power of the 4 crystals is gathered here. Perfect, we'll use their power to seal X-Death here. To seal him, I came here once before, 30 years ago. So if all 4 crystals are destroyed, then X-Death's seal will be broken as well? Right. Oh, my head. Galoof. Still can't remember clearly. Can't allow X-Death to be reborn. And he passed out. Galoof! Okay. Alright, and they're asleep. Ooh, slept like a top. Slept like a top. Sound like an old man. It's finished! We are so awesome. Presenting a boat that will sail without any wind. We can use this ship to find the Earth Crystal. Righto, we're counting on you. We'll return to the Library of the Ancients for now. We should be able to find some more clues there. If you need anything, then just stop by. Take care of yourselves. Alright. We're off. Alright. Can't save in the boat, huh? Well, let me check something here. I think we're doing good on Bestiary. Why does that? There you go. Okay. Let's check our map. Has everything on the map to begin with. Gone, the Town of Ruin. Okay. The coal is over there. Licks? I don't remember Licks. East 3. So Crescent. I remember going to Crescent. Chakol, they said had good weapons in it. We could check that out. Eastery seems pretty open to going to it. Licks look like it's surrounded by mountains. I know we can't get there yet. That's like where the Earth Crystal is, I think. You have to go through the desert to get there. Yeah. We can't do that yet. I think we need to go to Crescent first. Story-wise, I think Crescent's the next place, and then eventually we get to go to this place. But Jackhall and Easter, I don't remember. I know Jackhall they mentioned in the last town as having weapons, so let's go check that out. We've got some new monsters here too. Dude, we don't have Rama yet. Where do you get Rama at? You can get Rama in the first world. I just don't remember where. That's Library of the Ancients down there, okay. We can run when we're in the water, too. Sahagin and Thunder Anemone. Blue's starting to rack up some hit points. At some point we need to try and kill the jackanapes in the bottom of Waltz as well, so just for the bestiary entry. Probably do that right before we leave the world, maybe. The cave there. Morgan's on one person. There's Self. And Chocobo, that's interesting. Okay. Everybody switch rows. Okay. Let's actually land the boat up here. What enemies do we have here? Bombs and double zergs. How much we're getting from the fights here? Let's see. About 500 gil, 200 XP. We have a town. We have a cave back there too. Welcome to Jakal. We who live in this village are descended from the ancient Ronkans. Sounds like a big deal, don't it? The Ronkans is... Ronka is the ruins where the earth crystal is, right? The shops here sell weapons and armor that were excavated from the caves to the north. My grandpap was an adventurer. He told me that there's something kept underneath Crescent Island. My pa's an adventurer. He's off adventuring right now. Okay. You kids and your foolhardy sense of adventure. Pah. Pub's always full of adventurers trying to find the treasure in the northern cave. Caves in the north are full of traps left by the ancients. Watch your step. Wait patiently on the road with the skull switches and the truth will be revealed. Patiently on the road. If you go all the way into the cave and then climb the wall, it takes you outside. Caves have been pretty rough through by now. Pretty run through by now. Most of the treasure chests have already been looted. I wouldn't think there's much point in checking them out, but try it. You might find something to do with the ancients' traps. Getting better. You know, skills leveled up. You, on the other side of the screen, let's dance. One more time. Oh, I'm supposed to be dancing too, huh? Keys are pretty okay. Nothing new there. Ever been to Eastery Falls? They're huge. They're supposed to be breathtaking. Man, I want to go. Way east of here, there's an island called Crescent Island. Ever heard of it? It's really the shape of a crescent. How ingeniously appropriate. Well, they can wear ninja suits. Ooh, stage is circle. Okay. Anything about? don't know if I want him to have a weapon that's already infused with lightning, considering I'm constantly infusing my weapon with elements. I don't know what happens if I put, like, fear on a lightning sword. I'm not sure how that works. No new spells here? Ancient ruins. Ain't no one allowed to go in there, but them young folks nowadays don't pay no heed to nothing. 500 years ago, our ancestors had a great civilization. Okay, I don't really see any items in this town. How much the inn is? Huh. No items. You say you can hear weird sounds coming from the ground on Crescent Island. Freak. I get it. So I'm heading underneath Crescent Island. Couldn't possibly be an airship. Let's just move on. Alright. 30 gil. Nice and cheap. Those guys can still ninja suit, and they drop mithril shields. Cool. You can steal Gaia gear and mage masters from them. They drop silver plate? Oh man. Some of those enemies we don't have access to anymore. Check out this cave where they say all the treasure comes from. Bio soldiers, huh? Holy crap. Nutkin. They had to stand and wait, so I was waiting. Blade level 2. Is this one, right? Goal Eater ran away. Oh. 5 ability points, huh? Alright, well, it was an interesting cave full of squirrels. That's a thing. Oh, it actually attacked this time. That's when it runs away. Okay. Yeah, as long as they don't attack me, those little guys are great. 5 AP, ABP. Blitz whip. I don't think any of our guys use whips. Yeah. The one person that can res. Okay, well that's useful, I guess. This be like chests somewhere here. I'm out of MP. You said you're down here in town? I didn't see anything else in that dungeon. I guess we move on. Let's go check out that E-story place. Maybe we have to go around this planet. Hey Shadow, how's it going, man? And we just got our boat that can actually sail around without the fire crystal. We're just exploring the high seas, like you do. How you doing tonight? Corvette. That's a new one. You get some more Ultra Nightmare attempts in. Good luck, dude. How far have you made it in that? I know in Doom. Which Doom are you playing? You playing the new Doom? Doom Eternal? Yeah, okay. Breathwing, is that blue magic? I need to get some more blue magic tonight. Well, these guys are stronger than I thought they were. These guys are a lot stronger than I thought they were. Furthest you've gotten is halfway through the 4th level. Ooh. Rough, man. In Ultra Nightmare, as you die, you start over, isn't it? I got you guys a lot of hit points. I might have to give up on these guys. Run. Rough. See, that heals 105, that heals... over there, I don't want to go there. I'm over North America. Oh, dude, the Doom Eternal OST is great. I'd play it during Final Fantasy if I wasn't gonna get, like, copyright notices. I get enough of as it is. This Corvette things are strong. I wanna wait till I can get to a town before I attempt beating them again. Don't mind life at a slower pace, that's why I'm a shepherd. Is this the town of the Bards? Where, Bards is from? You know next to nothing about Final Fantasy V? Really? Well, I've never beaten it, so as soon as I get to the end of World 1, I know very little. I know a bit about the story, but like I've never done any of the bosses after that point. The last quake completely blocked the road to the falls. We just spin around the flower bed and found something good. Good to know. Flame rings absorb fire and protect against frost, but are weak against water. Flame rings absorb fire, protect against frost, or weak against water. Absorb water, protect against flame, or weak against lightning. Protect against aging and zombification. And the ribbon prevents all stabs. We did get a ribbon, but I don't think we can actually equip the ribbon. I think only certain classes can equip ribbons in this game. Like the dancer gets the ability to equip ribbons. Hey, how you playing? Welcome back to the stream. Can't believe there's still frogs sleeping when it's warm out. Strange, I tells you. Frog dropped the spell toad. Oh, there you go. Fair enough. Do any magic here? Nothing new. That monster's just like an old fella's wandering around in the eastern woods. Stay sharp, it'll zap you with a bolt of light. Oh, it's Rama! Okay, so Rama's around here. I was sorry about that. I was just pretending to be a Beastmaster. Jeez. Okay. Look at that guy. Interesting. I don't know if you can do anything with that guy out there or not. There's Rama. I guess Bazaar? I wonder if Chocobo would be better single target against him. Doesn't like it. He thinks that the Flame Rod and Hellfire is doing a lot more. Ifrit, what are you doing here? Lord Rama. So you become even more powerful. You would lend your strength to us. Ifrit, no need to say no more. You and I have never been enemies. Alright. More summons. Cool. Let's rest up. We found Rama. I guess from here we just need to go to Crescent. Yeah, I don't know if we need any of this equipment. Let's check for enemies in the vicinity around here. Let's save too. Since we did get Rama. That's save worthy. Mithril Dragon. Time Magic 5. I think that's the last level, 5. With another 100 ability points, we might have mastered Time Mage. Way ahead of our time. Do I have any other jobs that can use a staff? The Red Mage can, although I don't really need to learn Red Mage right now. White Mage obviously can. Might be time to pass that mantle on to someone else for a little bit. Summoner can't. I think I'll make someone else a White Mage so that Lena can do something else, because I don't really need to master Time Mage at the moment. I'm kind of wasting ability points here. Lena, what else can you learn right now? Might be good for you to learn Mystic Knight. Or Summoner. Yeah, let's make you a Summoner. With... Time Magic? And then let's make Eris a White Mage. Healing Staff. So these two just kind of swap places for now. Okay. Stone Golem and Black Flames, these are new. No problem? Have to use an item or something to learn it? Weird. Stone Golem doesn't care about my magic very much, huh? Okay. I like that in this version it shows me the max health too. I was watching someone else play this the other day and they were playing like the original Super Nintendo version and it doesn't tell you like how much health your character can have, just what they currently have. Come on. I got like the election map over there on the other screen. I keep looking over going, how's that going? Okay, yeah. Just checking. Anyway, this healing staff is just carrying me through the World 1. I'm trying to ignore it. I really am. I'm like, let's just play Final Fantasy V and not look over every now and then and go, huh. Okay. Dark Spark, level halved. That's annoying. Yeah, I think the thing is, like, with all the vote by mail and early voting and everything, I feel like it's gonna be the end of the night and they're still gonna be like, it's too close to tell, you know, like, they're not gonna know, you know? Because they're still gonna have votes to count. But they're still gonna be at it all night acting like they might figure it out. But unless it's like very one-sided, I don't think they're gonna be able to tell, you know? Oh my god, they halved my levels until I can't like hurt this guy. I made a huge mistake by not killing that black flame first. There we go. Here we go. Okay, Galoof's getting close to level 5 Monk. Bart's at level 4 Mystic Knight. Good stuff, good stuff. Pretty much healed up. Let's just move on. Where do we want to head? I guess we go to Crescent now, yeah? I don't see anywhere else to go. I thought there was like a village of the bards, but now that I'm looking at the map, I feel like it might be like Licks, maybe? Like one of these places that are like, you can't get to it yet. Like the village that Bart's comes from. I think it might be that one. Yeah, US elections are something special. That's for sure. Why don't I have Rama? Do I need to like use that item that I got? I thought I should just have him. Have I not leveled up my summoner enough? Is he like a higher level summon? But I am a summoner right now, I should just go use it, right? I don't know. Let's see, what's her summoning at? 8 more points to get it to level 1. It's not there. Let's see. Okay, I'd actually use the item. Weird. Like, why? Why not just give me the spell? Like, why would I not want to use the item? There it is. I think there's like 8 different elements in Final Fantasy V. There's lightning, earth, fire, water, ice. There's more. I'm trying to remember them. Wind. I think there's 8. I don't remember. Holy. Alright. Not again! It's another quake! Knocked us to our feet. What the crap? The ship! Oh no, the ship's sinking! Like, how the hell did our ship get all the way out there? Didn't we just park it at the... whatever. Bart's forgot to put the anchor down. I don't know. Bart's is like, what? I'm not a sailor? Everybody looks at Ferris. We get a lot of earthquakes on this island. Each one a whirlpool appears as well. Don't tell me your ship was sucked into a whirlpool too. Totally unlucky. The island is blessed. Crops grow on their own even though there rarely rains. Nothing ever seems to need water. Another good harvest this year. It's all thanks to the fertile soil on this island. Hey, this old guy's a kick. Tell us again about the ruins. You can find the ruins of Ronka on the western continent. What's really weird, though, is that the artifacts found there are the same as the ones found on this island. Hey, Pops, these folks want to know about those chocobos. Black chocobos were glorious birds, born and bred in the forest. Once you mounted one, you could only dismount in the forest, but now they're all extinct. Are they now? Only 10 gil. Nice. That is super cheap. Oof. Okay. Probably because we're stuck here. Gramps used to tell me that a rock-like monster really hate gold hairpins. Fashion world is fickle. Tried to catch a black chocobo in the forest, but he outran me. Wouldn't chocobo racing be totally extreme? No, I guess not. Yeah, chocobo racing. Extreme. Somebody in the Final Fantasies have like the whole like crystals, fiends, warriors of light, especially the old ones, but even the new ones, it's like less obvious than the new ones, but they still have those things in most of them. Oh, piano. Well, we're still getting better. Piano skills leveled up. You must be tired from your journey. Here's a song for you. If you sing it in battle, little by little, your energy will increase. The Mighty March. Bard powers activate. Cool. Nothing new there. Can't get high level spells or anything in this first world. Gee, look at this water. It rarely rains here, but the spring just keeps bubbling up. Sometimes you can hear strange noises come from underground. It gives me the creeps. Might as well buy some of these. If only we could have a spoony bard who's useless but gives bards a bad name. Hey, it depends on which version of the game you're playing and if he's useless. Oh, oh, oh. Looks like it doesn't give magic stats in this version like it does in the others. And bows for our rangers, heart for our bards. Don't need them yet, but we're getting there. Definitely going to be making some rangers. Gonna try and take advantage of all the jobs in this playthrough. I'm gonna try and, you know, try them all out for a little bit, because, you know, in the next playthrough we'll be stuck with only certain ones, and this way you guys get a chance to see all the options before having to choose which ones we're gonna play, right? Because let's see, the Final Fantasy IV DS playthrough has already succeeded. That's definitely happening. There's 23 days left in the Final Fantasy V 4 Job Fiesta, Bananathon, or whatever you want to call it, community goal. It's already 17% of the way there, though, so it's probably going to happen. I'm just sort of assuming, you know. Just sort of assuming. Alright. Well, I think they pretty much told us, hey, Black Chocobo, right? Are there any enemies here? Harvesters, huh? Let's summon Rama. And kick. Alright. Monk level 5. Nice. The heck is that? A chocobo? Doesn't look like any chocobo I've ever seen. Whatever it is, I'll catch it. There it is. Here's a black chocobo. Oh, this means they aren't extinct after all. Guess not. Black chocobos can fly, so giddy up. What happened to your fear of heights, man? Oh, you got that opened over the top of the chat there. Quah. Just got two-shot by a cacodemon. Oh no. Bad luck, man. He didn't giddy. Did you break him or something? Not funny, old man. Sounds like he's got something stuck down his gullet. Oh, that's right. The other parts of the fire crystal randomly are swallowed by the black chocobo. I forgot about that. They must have been blown here by the explosion in Karnak. It's Ranger and Bard, right? And because he swallowed them, he couldn't fly. And this town just happens to have the bow and the harp. Bard and Ranger. Sweet. They're still sticky. But maybe this time he'll be able to fly. Ugh. I will. Time for some reorganization here, guys. Lena. Bards can use harps and daggers. Obviously, a ranger's gonna be using a bow. Bards. You already have level 4 Mystic Knight. That is enough for quite a while. Let's make you a ranger. A ranger with Spellblade. That'll work for now. We're gonna get you a bow. I want to lose to finish monk. Do that. Let's go land here so we can go buy ourselves some equipment. I kind of want to try out Bard, but I need someone that can wield that healing staff. I actually don't need the different elemental bows because I have what I have. Yeah. It's fine. Okay. Lost our ability to run right now. Ugh. Oh well. The trick was don't just snap back to the forest they come from in this one like they did in Final Fantasy IV. There's no forest down by Jack Hall. Well, there is, but it's not close to Jack Hall. I don't think we can get over mountains. We might be able to go to that other town now, which I think might be the town that Parts is from, maybe? This one? Bart's that you? Yay, Bart's back! Yeah, there we go. Wait a minute, Bart's? I can't believe it. You're all grown up. Oh, so your pappy got sick. That's sad to hear. Bart, you're a strong kid. Hey, Bart, haven't seen you in forever and a day. Finally back to your hometown. Make sure to take it easy. Okay, there's a weapon shop up here. Any items? They sell a Suna, but we got that on the way out of Karnak. I literally only has a Suna. Technically a weapon shop. I mean, a magic shop. Hey Parks, it's me. Look, we've got to hang out later. It'll be like old times. Ready or not, here I come. Okay. Is he in the chimney? How do you get up there? That's like a really tall building. Like 3 stories? Jeez, Bart's. Hey, somebody, anybody. Just forget about him up there? Ever since that, you've been afraid of heights, huh? When I was a kid, everyone teased me for being dumb, but now I'm gonna be scholar, because I'm SMRT smart. Okay, Homer. Some bard moved into your old place. You used to live in this house? Must have a lot of memories here. Please take your time and look around. Bart's parents. So when did Bart's hair go away from being green? Because young Bart's had green hair. Is he asleep? You're still leaving again so soon? No, I'm not going anywhere. Dorian. The spasms aren't as frequent anymore. I can get by on my own now. Still, it would be nice if you stayed, not to take care of me, but just so we could be together as a family. I know, but get some sleep. You're still sick and you need the rest. I will, dear. Just let me finish this up first. You're leaving again, aren't you? So you were awake. Daddy, are you gonna get more bad guys? That's what I do. I wanna come. You need to stay here and take care of your mother. Don't tell her you saw me leave after, alright? It'll be our little secret. Okay, Daddy. Now it's time for good little boys to go to sleep. Stella, worry about that tomorrow. Come get some rest. Stella? Stella! That's a beautiful melody. It brings to mind a poem. Here, this is for you and your memories. Learn the alluring air. We're getting like these bard abilities. Your pops helped me through some tight spots. For you, everything's on sale. Ethers! Oh. Cheap tents. Oh my god, this is the best store ever. How much does Ethers give back in this game, I wonder? Oh my god. They don't have a way to go faster in this one? It's obnoxious. I guess I should have checked the weapon and armor shop first, but I'm fine with that. Alright, so they sell scrolls. I saw ninja stuff up here. Ninja suits. Fine. I already had a ninja suit. No? Did I not get a ninja suit? I thought I got a ninja suit. Someone wearing a ninja suit? Okay, okay. Bartz is wearing the ninja suit, that's why. I think I know I got a ninja suit. Alright. Alright, so I think we're supposed to go back to the Library of the Ancients and get Sid's help. Here's where X-Death is sealed up, and you notice there used to be 4 things here. There's only 1 left. The last crystal. A little mini map in the top left helps a lot. Hey, you're back! Sid, we found Crescent Island, but the fire-powered ship sank. Oh, so? Whatever, we'll just build another one. More importantly, we've learned the whereabouts of King Tycoon. What? He was seen in Karnak. From there he moved to the desert of the Shifting Sands. Shifting Sands, you say? It's the desert to the west of here, where the sand flows like water. Thus the name, it's impossible for people to enter. They say that past the desert is the town of Ruin, but no one can actually get there to see. But if no one can enter the desert, then how did the king manage to do it? Good question. He cast float. Witnesses claim to see him floating in midair, yeah. Floating? Father, come on, it's not like we're getting any closer to the desert by sitting around here. Doesn't matter how close we get to it if we don't know how to get in it. Maybe we don't... Maybe we'll see it and be inspired. Don't tell me you're afraid of some sand, old man. Let's check it out. Alright, well... Here we go. Go ahead and save again. Always with the back row. It was so I was spoiled in Final Fantasy IV where you just need one person to say switch rows and everybody switches. And this one you got we're back to having to have each person switch in individually. I think if there's at least 3 of them, then kick is better than attack. Gonna level up Ranger so he gets the rapid fire ability. Alright. As expected, it's hopeless. Don't geomancers get the ability to not worry about floor tiles? Wait, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, and an orchestra hasn't even started tuning up yet. Go build a bridge. A little risky, but but you guys are all about danger, right? How it works is we'll use this bell to call the sandworm. Then you guys trash it. And there's your bridge. Not the most sophisticated of methods. You aren't that sophisticated of a guy. I think it suits you fine. Alright, we're gonna call the sandworm. You guys ready? Sure. Oh yeah, if you use any magic on the sandworm, you'll be sorry. Good luck! Here goes. Oh man. Don't use magic. Alright, just attack. Oh, don't attack the holes. Don't attack the holes. I know that. I remember that. Alright. We do one attack at a time to make sure we don't attack the holes. Yay, counter. Quicksand, man. Just focus. No, no, oh, don't attack the holes. Shit. Alright. Nice. Gotta kill Lena, gotta kill Lena. Oh, we beat it, nice. Alright. Cool beans. Game, set, and match. Now you can get into the desert. Sid, Mid, take care of the black chocobo while we're gone, alright? Okay? Good luck. Take care. Right. I think we're fine to just heal. Okay. Desert Killer and Sand Boil. Okay. Oh, they have that move too, huh? Nice. Magic shell acquired. Oh, yeah, the desert. Desert's dangerous, man. I need to remember these bio soldiers having a big AoE attack, didn't they? Nice, nice, nice. Actually, I know one enemy that we didn't fight yet. Let's see if it's in here. Because I've seen people capture it and throw it at monsters. It's the sand bear. Oh, the chimera. That's the reason I didn't want to fight here. Can we beat the chimera yet? Yes, we can. Ability animals acquired. Oh, that's Ranger. Yeah, Ranger can have animals come help him, right? That's not what we were looking for. There it is. Thing probably hits like a truck, so you gotta be careful. Cool. Cool. Alright, now let's try and avoid fighting more chimeras. Grab a save. Oh, and the Town of Ruin. Guess this is that Town of Ruin Sid was talking about. One of the last places we haven't been on the world map. Alright, so we gotta track down King Tycoon, right? I keep wanting to say the King of Baron, but it's Tycoon. Baron's offensive 4. There you go. That was King Tycoon? Okay. Aha! Father! Papa! Varys! I knew it. You really are my sister. I'm sorry, I wasn't certain at first, but then I didn't think I should tell you. Sister! Lena. And Khalifa's off by himself. Poor Barks is just like face down on the ground. No one's paying attention to him. Oh, he's fine. Where are we? This place is strange. Say, what happened to the old man? Huh? He's not here? We must have gotten separated when we fell. He'll be okay. He's a tough old cuss. I'm sure we'll run into him again later. Come on, let's get going. That was quick. Now wait a cotton-picking minute. That was an awfully quick decision to ditch me. Yikes, sorry. This music. What is this? It's a teleporter. It did say that the ruins underneath Crescent and the ruins where we were the same, yeah? Look out! Oh. Not a very good teleporter. It's old, you know. Meanwhile, we told them to take care of the chocobo, so they flew it back home. East, west, home is best, even if you're a chocobo, huh? Parts should be thrilled. We went above and beyond on the Call of Duty. Whew, that was close. I suppose that was a warp device. After not being used for so long, activating it must have caused an overload. Must be. Push the switch. Good switch. Chocobo was just like, what the hell? Pressed up. Nice. Okay. There's a note here. The notepad in the room on the right. Made you look neener, neener, neener. That little... Calm down, Barts. Alright, before you get your pantaloons in a twist, take a look. This is another note. Check the urn. Well, I see chests on there. Check the urn. There's a lot of urns. Go down 8 and right 4 and then pull what's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull the switch? Yes. Jerkin! Jerkin! Mini. Nice. So, like, it says check the urn. Like, there's a note that says check the urn. When you check the urn, a frog hops out and pulls down a book for you. Like, did someone train that frog just for this, like... like, how long has that note been there? Has there been, like, multiple generations of frogs training themselves to pull that book down on command? What's the backstory here? Or is that like an immortal frog who's been sitting there forever waiting to pull the boat down? This is... Hey, it's the fire-powered ship! I thought it had sunk. But what's that ship over there? Propellers on a boat? What's up with that? They've been falling this whole time. Sid! Mid! Ow! What's the... Bart, Lena, Ferris, Gloof, what are you guys doing here? I think that's our line. Where'd you guys come from? We rode the Black Chocobo back to Crescent Island, and then all of a sudden a hole opened up beneath us and we fell. Wait, so we're underneath Crescent Island? That explains the fire-powered ship being here. This place must have been built by the ancients. Huh. And this propeller ship? Maybe you should ask Grandpa about that. Oh, wait, where'd he go? Sid's like, my Sid power's activated. This is an airship. Normally Sid's the one who invents the airship. Hot diggity dang, this is mind-blowing. Hey Sid. Don't bother me, boyo. Not Siri, I said Sid. Tighten this and adjust this. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Voila, that should do it. That should do what? That should get this ship moving. Tighten the screw, you know. Wow, amazing. I said, what is this thing? Isn't it obvious? It's an airship. Amazing. If only I ever seen them in old textbooks. Can't believe that I'm getting to use one in the flesh. Well, you know what I mean. Oof, what was that? Something's dragging us down. Creeping crawdad, some monster's got a death grip on the ship's hull. Craig Claw. It's a Carlabos all over again. Well, we have Thundara now. Well then, Lena took care of that. Well, let's do white magic. And a frostbow. Looks like that overgrown lobster just got served. With cheese and biscuits and mashed potatoes. Okay. Looks like damage to the ship was minimal. We can use parts from the fire-powered ship to make the airship good as new. Sid. If you're gonna thank me, I don't need to hear it. Well, stay here and search for some clues about the Earth Crystal. Skies are yours, kids. Now get out there. The evil warlock, X-Death. We must prevent him from returning. All that's left is the Earth Crystal. No point in dawdling. Let's go. Now we can get around the world in style. Alright, so does this open up anywhere new? There's an island, like, in the middle of the ocean here that I don't know if I can even get to with the airship looking at it. Yeah, look at this. Can't get to that. Don't know how you do that one. Anything else? We've been to like every point on this map. What's catapult? Oh, that's that. Okay. Yeah. Carwin? Oh no. Carwin's the town we went to after the airship the ship graveyard. Yeah, we've been to all these towns. Let's fly towards the desert over here, because I know that the flying fortress or whatever it is comes up from where this desert is over here. From here. Okay, we just fly near it. Okay. What's going on? Look, the town. Okay, well, don't have to worry about that at just this moment. That is the next story place to go though, right? I think don't we have to like get like an upgrade to the ship or something so we can fight the cannons on that thing or something? I don't remember. Probably need to head back to Sid and them, but let's check these islands out. I think there was an island with a bestiary entry on it. Yeah, this thing. Damn. I'm not even hurting the damn thing. Might need to run. Maybe if I get a crit. I'm using the wrong element. I'm not missing, I'm just not getting through this defense. Oh, there we go, yeah. If I crit, I can hurt it. I can slow him down. And the Gilded will kill it for us eventually. Gotta keep Luke alive. Come on, Luke, get some crits in there, bud. I don't think I have any way to like lower his defense. Maybe if I focused I could get through his armor. Even with focus, yeah, I have to get a crit. There we go. Maybe if I came in here with like a Beastmaster or something. Is this the guy that has like a self-destruct ability and you can just tell him to kill himself? I think that might be true. I wonder how much health he has. Like, I'll beat him eventually like this, but God knows how long it'll take. Put him to sleep. Probably immune to sleep. Yeah, they need to run away and come back with the Beastmaster. Wrong character. Wow, he has a lot of hit points. It's gonna take forever. Alright, so we need to do that with the Beastmaster. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. I think this guy gives good AP. I think we'll use him to grind. Oh, I don't have control yet. I have to level up Beastmaster. Noted. That changes things a little bit. In that case, alright, let's level up Beastmaster just a little bit so we can learn how to control monsters or manipulate monsters or whatever it's called in this version. Hey, how you playing? How's it going? I know you were here earlier. Just first time someone talked in a while. So I was saying hi. I figured Final Fantasy IV, where you fly 3 different boats and one of them is a whale. Technically, it's a spaceship that's called the Lunar Whale, but yeah. Final Fantasy III, you have even more ships. You just keep wrecking them. Final Fantasy IV, you upgrade your ships a bunch. Yeah. The 3, yeah. I'm trying to think. Let me see. In Final Fantasy III, you get an airship and then you ram it into some rocks and destroy it. And you get another airship and then you lose that one. And then you get another airship and then eventually you get the Nautilus, which is really fast and go into water, but then you're like, ah, it's not good enough, so you get like the Invincible, which is like a portable town. You just keep switching. Yeah, the boat and 4 gets a drill. That's true. I don't count the one from the cutscene at the beginning. That's cheating. You don't actually get to use that one. That'd be like saying, well, in Final Fantasy II you had an airship because you could make Sid ferry you around every now and then. It was like a taxi service, not an airship. And these harvester guys look pretty happy with their little sickles. While we're getting this up, we're also getting Ranger up. Am I getting like this? Is Spellblade working with the bow? I can't tell. Let me try this again. So if I do Spellblade Era. It is. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, he cast it. Well, I have to actually attack with it to make sure it's working, I guess. I don't know if Spellblade... I think Spellblade might only work with, like, you know, like melee weapons. Yeah, he's not actually doing the Spellblade. That's okay. It will work the other way around, though. Like, you can get, like, the rapid fire or whatever. I think you can use that with melee weapons and then use Spellblade, combine Spellblade with it that way. It looks like you can't Spellblade your bow. With that being the case, there's no reason to have it on him right now. Let's sprint back on just so we have it. Dark Spark. Oh, level half. Yeah, these Black Flame guys suck. Come on. So tomorrow night we'll be playing more Final Fantasy 14. We've got like 3 more dungeons to go through tomorrow night that we've got kind of queued up from last week. We're getting close to the end of the A Realm Reborn storyline. Or at least the initial A Realm Reborn storyline. We made a crap ton of progress in the story last night in this game, but I knew tonight was going to be kind of like a rebuilding session, right? Because like, we've got to like prepare to finish this first world. Oh, there's Bio. Twice in a row. Rough. I'm still planning on getting the Earth Crystal tonight before the end, but I also want to go around and like get some blue magic we're missing, and these cherry entries we're missing, and etc. etc. Stop having my levels. For those of you who watch Better Half Blind on Sundays, it looks like once Deadshire finishes Chrono Cross, her next game is probably going to be Knights of the Old Republic. Like KOTOR 1 with Revan. So no spoilers, okay? Because she doesn't know the story. Alright, we're almost up to level 1 Beastmaster. 2 more fights. Hopefully we get it quickly. I don't know what level of Beastmaster you get it at. So I was watching a video today about the Final Fantasy series and the like 4 Warriors of Light trope and how it carries on through the series. And like the first like 5 Final Fantasies is exceedingly obvious with it. They're blatant about it, right? But they made some good points about the newer entries in the series actually still following the trope, just not necessarily a name, you know? I thought was pretty cool. Hadn't thought about it like that before. Like, even like, Final Fantasy 13, as you go through the trilogy, they stop calling her Lightning and start calling her Light, and at one point they even call her like the Guardian of Light or the Warrior of Light or whatever. I forget exactly the wording they use. But she's kind of like a one-man army version of the Warriors of Light. Although she does have a 4-man party in the original game. By original game, I mean like Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy 13 before the part 2 and 3. And you might be saying she had a 6-man party, but she had a 4-man party. And then also Vanille and Fang. Vanille and Fang were like the previous group that tried to do what needed to be done and failed, and now they're helping out the next group, sort of. Which is another trope that goes throughout the Final Fantasy games with the Warriors of Light motif. In this one even, Galoof and Bart's dad and the werewolf dude and the other guy are the 4 Warriors of the Dawn who had tried to imprison X-Death previously 30 years ago. So they're like the failed group, and then Galoof is trying to help the new Warriors of Light, you know, complete what his group failed to do. And eventually Galoof leaves and Krill takes his place, and we have the true 4 Warriors of Light for this game. Galoof is actually one of the Warriors of the Dawn. He's not technically part of the final party, right? He's not part of these 4 chosen heroes. His granddaughter is. I thought it was cool. They kind of like play around with it as they go through the series, which is interesting. Some of them don't really have the trope at all. Like Final Fantasy VII did its own thing. It doesn't really have it. 7 doesn't really have the crystals in Final Fantasy VII are the materia, but it doesn't really follow that pattern at all. And not every Final Fantasy has crystals. But even the newest one, 15, you got the 4 heroes out to save the world. They don't go on a pilgrimage to get the 4 elemental crystals, but instead they go to like meet up with like the 4 different primals, which each have an element, like Titan and Shiva and Leviathan and all them. So there's still something to it. Of all the things that change in Final Fantasy, that's one of the few things that kind of stays the same in most of them. Did she get level 1 Beastmaster yet, or is it gonna be this fight? And if so, what did she get for it? I need to look up what level of Beastmaster you get the ability to control the monsters. Damn. The fact that he gets to like bio and attack is pretty crazy. She did get level 1. Gave her calm. So she can calm magic beasts. It's not what we need. Next level, is it 50? Oh my god. That sucks. It's so slow to level up your abilities at the beginning of the game. There's really no good options. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna look up when they get the ability. Let's see. Beastmaster, Fire Crystal, blah 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 blah. Level 2 ability is control. So they get it at level 2. I need 50 points. Level 3 abilities equip whips, and level 4 abilities catch. Okay. So it is the next ability she gets. I need another 48 ability points. Damn. Well, we're gonna be here for a little bit. This prototype guy is missable, I believe. You know what we could do though? We could go to that cave where those squirrels were, because that one squirrel that was like stupid powerful was like 5 ability points every time it ran away from us. I think that's probably our best bet to level this up quickly. Because these fights are just 1 ability point per fight. That's gonna take forever. So let's head back over to the Jackal Cave, and we'll do this there. Election's still looking pretty close. Let's save out here. That monster is some kind of weird iron squirrel that can somehow like decimate us, I guess. And honestly, like, if we weren't gonna do a monster that can do a lot of damage, we would still want to do monsters that are easy because they give 1 ability point just like the harder ones. And we're not really trying to level up, honestly, we're just trying to get ability points. Get 2 ability points from that, so this is a much better place to grind our ability points. Which one is it? Not that it matters, we already have these chests, but still. Why not? These counters doing all the work. Yeah, 2 ability points per fight ain't bad. Gonna go much faster here. Hit and run! That's the dangerous part. He doesn't always run. When he runs, we get 5. I didn't realize that we'd also get 2 for each fight when we fought the regular ones. That makes this cave better by itself, but every now and then just getting a free 5 is nice too. When he fights, it's not as nice. Nice. That's 5 ability points, that's beautiful. That was white magic level 3. Probably enough white mage for now, Ferris. You done time mage yet? Do some time mage. Nothing to learn in here, but it's fine. Raid's expensive. Okay. Here you go in real quick. I don't want to waste a Phoenix down. Okay. Yay, 5 points. This has gotta be the best place to level up your jobs in the first world, I'm guessing. It can't even really hurt us. Come on. Alright, so he'll start running away even after he attacks us. That's fine. 4. You got time magic level 2. Oh, Beastmaster already go up? Holy crap. Yeah, there's control. Wow. Yeah, we can level jobs super fast here. We might be able to just finish Monk. Not bad at all. I'm killing people. Go away. Run. He did not want to run that time. That one was out for blood. Echo and Shadow pushing up the 4-job fiesta. Nice. How's it going, Echo? Welcome back to the stream. Let's see. 88 out of 150. Progress is being made, guys. Progress is being made. Yep. We have control. Let's go try and use it on this guy real quick. You have to weaken? I don't think you have to weaken them. I think you can just straight up control them, right? There we go. Self-destruct, my man. $500 XP and 4 ability points. That ain't bad. And dark matter. More importantly, though, we got the bestiary entry. This is what we were really here for. Hey, Flapsicor also contributing to the 4-job fiesta. Man, that's happening, huh? Kind of weird that Rama drops an item that teaches you Rama instead of you just getting Rama. Like, Shiva didn't drop an item. Ifrit didn't drop an item. Why does Rama drop an item? You can steal a trident from him? Oh, he drops elixirs. He only has 1 HP? His 90 defense, though. Level 32. It says I've slain 13 of them because I guess it counts as killing them when they run away. He drops elixirs. Prototype. Drops dark matter. You can steal ethers from him too. He had 5,000 hit points and 100 defense. Yeah. That defense is rough. Basically though, that means versus those Skull Eaters, if our monk got a lucky crit, we could get an elixir. Value also contributing to the 4-job fiesta. Oh man, it's becoming popular all of a sudden, huh? Whoa, we jumped up to 49% out of nowhere. Okay. The people are speaking. Cool beans, cool beans. Alright. While we got the Beastmaster on, let's look into what we gotta do to get blue magic. Because we're at the point in the game, for those that don't know, we've got the airship. The next step is going to be going up to that flying fortress and getting the earth crystal, and that's going to be trigger us heading towards the end of World 1. I want to try and see that I can get as much as I can get before we go up to the Ronka ruins and you know, start thinking about heading to Galoof's world. So let's see. Blue magic. Let's see if I can figure out where I can get it. We've already got a fair bit of it. Let's see. We've got Arrow, we've got Era. Eroga, I don't think we can get yet. Aqua Breath. Okay, we can get Aqua Breath from the Chimera in the desert. So we could use that. Aqua Breath would be damaging to us though. But we could live through it, I think, but damn. Flamethrower. Prototype did Flamethrower. We didn't have learning on, I guess. So we can go learn Flamethrower from Prototype. The Iron Claw at Karnak Castle had Death Claw, but we already killed him. We can't get him back. There'll be another chance to get that later. Apparently there's a rare enemy in the Ronka ruins that has Graviga. Biblios, the boss of the ancient library, had magic hammer. We've already killed him, obviously, but we'll have to wait till later to get that. Missile. The motor traps had missile. The missile launchers on the ruins that we're going to try and get into have missile. Prototype has missile. So Prototype has missile and flamethrower we can learn. Prototype has self-destruct too. Those are all blue magic that we can learn. Level 3 Flare we can't learn yet. Doom we can't learn yet. Level 5 Death we already got. Roulette we can't learn yet. Flash we already have. Can't learn. Level 2 Old, I thought we could learn that already, but it looks like maybe not. Okay, Mind Blast can't learn. Moon Flute we already have. Pon's Chorus. The elf toads in Walt's Castle can teach us that one. Okay. So that's one we can learn. Can't get Mighty Guard yet. In the Ronka Ruins, there's an enemy that can teach us White Wind. We're definitely going to want to grab that. The Dark Sparks. The Black Flames that we've been fighting outside of Crescent can teach us Dark Spark, which is the thing that halves the level of the target. We can actually learn that. That was annoying as hell. That sounds like a good thing to learn. Alright. And plus, messing with people's level can let you do things like level 5 death to them. You know? So, yeah. Okay. I've seen some strategies that people have done in like the low level runs of this game where it's like, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm super low level, you're super high level. I have no chance of hurting you, but I have level 5 death, so I can kill you with that. Oh, but your level's not divisible by 5, so I'm just gonna boost your level over and over and over again until it maxes out at a number divisible by 5. And then kill him with level 5 death. Which is just ingenious. Alright, let's see, we need someone with learning. Let's see. You should have learning, right? Yep. So we can use Ferris as our learnee. Don't you have learning too? No? That's fine. It means Ferris won't have her white magic on, but that's kind of okay. I don't really care. Alright. So let's save the game here and let's see if we can learn these abilities from Prototype. So he's got 3 separate abilities that we need to set off on Ferris. There we go. Oh, there he was. Let's go ahead and do missile on Ferris. He survived. And what about flamethrower? You know, self-destruct. I can't target Ferris with self-destruct. How do you make self-destruct? Can't self-destruct when you go off hit the other person? Is him doing self-destruct going to count? And she was there for it. I don't know. Let's see. Learn missile. At least we got missile. How do you teach him self-destruct? I can't target anything but himself on that. Isn't he supposed to have flamethrower? Didn't he use flamethrower on me? I thought maybe some of them have flamethrower? Is there more than one prototype? Maybe I can't control to do flamethrower? I don't want to use all my Phoenix Downs. What's Blaster do? And I cannot target something else self-destruct. That's that move, okay. I guess just self-destruct yourself. I mean, it's still worth XP and AP. Huh. So maybe he can do flamethrower, but I can't force him to do flamethrower, maybe? Maybe we just get into a fight with him and wait and see if he does it. Heal up real quick. You guys, anybody in the chat now? One sec. Well, let's work on some other abilities as well. Let's see. I love that dash works in the frickin' airship too. Alright, up here, these bats had vampire. Give me bats. Alright, there's vampire. Let's go get that Pond's Chorus thing from those toads, which are apparently in Wolf's Castle. Does that mean that they're down there with what's his face? Or is it in there where Shiva was? Let's see how hard this guy is now. Back attack, of course. He's not as bad anymore. Nice, I can control him. In circle, huh? Oh, and the circle does. Here, attack yourself. He missed himself? Oh, that healed him. Hit your bow heals him. Whatever element that is, that's no good. He's got high defense. And high evasion. Get him to hit himself. Really, dude? Moon flute. He just berserked me. See, like, I can't force him to do moon flute, but he can make himself do moon flute. Oh god, no, okay. Run. I can't run because they're all berserked, I guess. So, like, the problem with Moon Flute right now, berserking us, is that it means you're going to be healing. Oh, they actually killed him. Yay, crit. The berserk boosted our attack enough. He's worth no experience, huh? We did get the kill, though. That's cool. Easter egg entry complete. I think the guy we're looking for is actually going to be where Shiva was. The frog. Let's try over here. That makes more sense. Yeah, here we go. Here's Pond's course, and I'm the right person. Didn't learn it? Oh, because it missed? You targeted with me with it? Ah, alright. Alright, so does it not count if I keep missing with it? You're killing me here, frog. Okay, got it. There we go. Okay. This way, right? Yeah, I don't need your help anymore, though. You've overstayed your welcome. Okay. We got the question mark one from, I don't even remember who we learned it from. Wild Nox, I think. We got Flash, we got Self-Destruct, we got Era. We missed out on Deathclaw, we'll have to wait for that one. Aqua Breath we can get from the Chimera. Let's go try and get Aqua Breath. Sometimes I don't want you to, you know, do your whole counter thing, bud. Oh, there's Aqua Breath. Don't have to control it. You can just kill it now. Okay. They decided to play along. That works. Transfusion we can learn from Mithril Dragons. Where are Mithril Dragons? Up here by where we found Rama? Right there? Go ahead and say at the end real quick. Let's see what we can find on the map here. Actually, can I just look at my... Does the beast here tell me where I found monsters? Dragon. Mithril Dragon. You can steal Mithril armor from them, that's kinda cool. It doesn't say where they are, does it? Doesn't say their abilities either. I think they were over here. Oh, Black Flames, we can learn from them too. Let's kill one of them first though. Cause they suck. Cool. Alright, we need Dark Spark on the person who can learn it. Cool. Alright, so we learned Dark Spark. Oh, that's not what we came up here for. The dragon might have been in the forest. Yep. Transfusion. The transfusion, you sacrifice yourself to heal the other person, right? So the dragon just killed itself. But that's how we learn transfusion. So that's what he would never cast on me without Beastmaster. So that's nice. We already got level 5 death. We got Moon Flute. Off guard, we can't learn yet. Magic Hammer, we could have gotten from Biblios, but we didn't, so we can't learn yet. Dark Spark, we got Flamethrower, we need to get from Prototype. So let's go back to Prototype and see if he'll cast Flamethrower. I don't seem to be able to make him cast Flamethrower, but he should. We've seen him do it. So let's get him to do it again. And then we're pretty much through the blue magic list for now, I think. There's gonna be some new ones we can learn in the next dungeon. Like White Wind, especially. I was just thinking, like, with the 4-job Fiesta thing, if you guys are like, hey, you can be a blue mage, I'd be like, that's awesome. And then you're like, but you don't get Beastmaster. And I'd be like, that's less awesome. Oh, there's Flamethrower, but he's in the wrong person. But he does have Flamethrower. I just can't force him to do it. That sucks. Character. On character and wrong ability. On character. I need to just turn them all into blue mages when I'm doing this, since we can't control this ability. There we go. So now I want to control him just so I can, like, make him kill himself. That's the only way I can. There we go. Okay. That should be good. There's Flamethrower. White Wind we can get in the next dungeon. Later. Oh, next dungeon. Later. Some of these are like X-Death casts. Someone's like, oh, that's great. That'll work out. Okay. That's all we need to worry about blue magic for the moment. If I missed some, I missed some. Alright. We're doing pretty good, guys. I think we don't need a Beastmaster anymore for now. Lena, what do we want to put you back as? What have you been working on? Need a little bit of Mystic Knight. You can work on Ranger. Secondary ability. Time Magic? Sure. Yeah, Gloof's finishing up Monk. Barish, you already have level 3 Time Mage. You probably don't need more than that, honestly. Not at the moment. What could we make Ferris? The main reason we have Ferris as a Time Mage is because we want someone who can use a dang staff, that healing staff. We've been leaning on that a lot, though. We could start actually just casting white magic. Don't really need to work on red mage right now. Let's see what bards can do. Do you need a harp to do your songs? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna do a fight real quick and just see what the bard works out like. I don't know what the songs I have even do. Behind, of course. Regen all party members and confuse all enemies. Free too, okay. Let's see how much regen does in this game. How much healing do we get from regen? Not enough to undo bio. Double bio! Oh, that's rough. Fun to death about to come our way. Oh! The last second escape. What just happened? Oh my god. Okay. Almost went horribly bad there. Whew. That was god-awful. So right now we just have regen and confuse. Not filling me with confidence for the bard at the moment. What else we got going on here? Do ninja. Do summoner. Already done a little bit of summoner. Let's keep working on your summoning. The flame rod. And then let me give some white magic to somebody. Probably gonna do that over time magic. Loof, what is your secondary ability? Just chakra right now. That's helpful, I guess. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. We have to land here, yeah? Talk to Mid and Sid. Sid, Mid, we've got an issue here. Save your breath, because we saw the ruins through the telescope. This is bad. The Earth Crystal is way up there. The ancient Ronkins amplified the Earth Crystal to make their town float, but once they realized amplifying the crystal could make it shatter, they stopped the machine. Shake a leg, miscreants. Someone's turned the machine back on. It couldn't. You don't think that Father? Never. He would never do such a thing. How are we supposed to get that high? With this. Adamantite. If we reinforce the ship with it, it'll fly higher, but we'll need to find some. That's simple enough. The meteorite I came in here, I remember seeing some adamantite reserves inside. Are you sure? You calling me a liar? Of course not. It's just your memory's still kind of spotty, right? Pish posh. The adamantite part is clear as day. The goodest place is any to start. Let's go check it out. Right. We'll stay and get things prepared. You guys hurry and bring us some adamantite. Alright. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we're staying. Alright, so we gotta go back to Tycoon. Bam. It was around here, I'm sure of it. There, inside there. There it is. How about that? Pretty sharp memory, huh? How would an amnesiac like you know? Wait, are you mocking me? Alright. Thinking frost bows for this. There's something in here with us. Watch out! Adamantoise! And you killed her already. Shouldn't have had both the Rangers go right away, considering one of them's the healer. Nice. Less nice. Nice crit. Alright, Adamantoise is down. 5 ability points. And a turtle shell. So we have about Sid mid. Great, you got the adamantite. Quick, give it here so we can install it. Parts, you guys take a break. All right. Break time. My God. They're duplicating. Weird. I hope that the airship is already finished. Rise and shine, it's done. Yikes, you work fast. After you take off, press X to fly higher. So with this, we can go through the floating ruins? Technically, yes, but, well, take a gander at this. The floating city is equipped with a heavy defense system. If you don't disable it, you won't be able to enter. According to this book, the cannons are really powerful. But we must go. No question about it. I don't even see the worry. What's a couple of overblown pop guns against the likes of us? Sid, Mid, thanks for all your help. Now let's get the crystal before it's too late. Yo ho ho and stuff. Time to cast off. Alright, so we can now press what? There's a button we can press to go higher. Oh, look at that. Yep. Okay, cool. Anyways, before we do that, I feel like, okay, I remember the fight with the defense system being like, not like super hard, but not super easy either. And I feel like the Rangers just aren't powerful enough until they get their ability, but I don't know what level they get it at. I'm guessing 3 because Bart's doesn't have it yet, right? Let's see. Like Ranger, the reason Rangers are good, they don't have by default. Let's see. Level 3 is equip bows. Level 4 is rapid fire. Holy crap! You have to master Ranger to get it. Dang. Yeah, it attacks randomly 4 times for half damage, ignoring defense and evasion. It's amazingly good, but we have to master Ranger to get it. Ranger kind of sucks without it. I mean, they're back row damage, that's nice, but let's level up some. Let's see. Get some ability points. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Bad move, man. Beautiful. Less beautiful. Damn. Level up some rangers. I know this probably isn't the most exciting thing to watch. I'm sorry about that, guys. Stupid Skull Eater wants to fight, we just die. I should really have the monk attack him because he only has 1 hit point. If the monk gets a crit, we kill him. He just keeps killing people. Some bad luck there. Oh no! Oops. Did not mean to do that. Okay. So, I'm looking at this. It's not going to take too long to do this. You get 2 AP ability points of battle, or 5 if we're lucky. I don't think this will take too long to go ahead and get rapid fire on these guys. But it is going to take a minute. And it's going to take probably the rest of the stream. And I don't think that's any fun for anybody to watch. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end the stream here. And I will go ahead and do this grinding off stream before the next stream. We're not going to be playing Final Fantasy V again until Friday. tomorrow and Thursday will be Final Fantasy 14 nights. So next 2 nights are Final Fantasy 14. We are coming up on the end of the A Realm Reborn storyline, or not. We're not going to get to the end of it this week, but like we got 3 dungeons to do tomorrow night, and possibly getting to Garuda. And then after that, it's, you know, fighting some Empire guys and getting a Magitech armor and all kinds of other fun stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been fun. Before next Friday, this Friday coming up, when we pick back up Final Fantasy V, I will go ahead and do this grinding off screen so you guys don't have to watch it. And I'll see you then. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Let's go ahead and see. Is there anybody to raid? Yeah, let's raid Kona-chan. It's Kona-chan is also playing Final Fantasy V. She is farther ahead than me. So, you know, I can't really watch much. Spoilers. But, you know, you guys should. Say hi to her. She was a fun streamer. I was in there last night with her. So, good night.